as our first day at sea comes to a close, it is currently about 9 o'clock Atlantic time. We changed the clocks last night, and we are on Atlantic time, New Brunswick and Nova Scotia, ready for our first destination tomorrow in St. John, New Brunswick. And earlier I kind of teased talking a little bit about the weather. So let me say how that's impacted us, which is to say it hasn't. All week I was anxious about Hurricane Lee, or the remnants of Hurricane Lee. Hopefully that wind isn't hitting the mic too bad. I'll just try to shield it like this. Because it was something that my father-in-law Scott was aware of going up, and I'm like, oh, it shouldn't be too bad. And then as the week went on, it's like, oh, that's gonna be a little stronger. And right, like Friday, basically, like looking at news articles and just being like, you know what, DAM weather, Dennis Merzero said that it would probably land with the force of a spicy nor'easter. It'll be fine. And we'll see what it looks like, but we got tickets for our excursions, so not worried there. I'm gonna get out of the wind just to be safe. I don't know how much that's maybe spiking and then the wind goes away, whatever. Our excursions are still booked. We got the tickets for them. Should be fine. Really excited for tomorrow's, but we'll get there when we get there. And it's been clear. There were like wisps of clouds when we were leaving New York. There was a little bit of cloud visible when I got the sunrise shots. Involuntarily awake at sunrise, but still happy I got those. So far, it's been a non-issue. As for, let's see, second topic I wanted to talk about is the Venezia itself. This ship was originally the Costa Venezia. Costa is a Italian subsidiary of Carnival, or like a sister company with the same holding company that is also called Carnival. I'm not sure of the exact corporate structure, but Costa Venezia, which was made originally for the Asian market, debuted in 2019. Then a little bit happened, which made it hard to cruise for a little bit. And then in 2022, it was sailing out of Istanbul, before it was renamed the Carnival Venezia, and came here out of New York. It still has the yellow Costa funnel, and I believe they intend to keep it that way, at least for a little while. The Carnival Firenze is a sister ship that will be coming up, and I think that they're going to keep that as well, though I could be wrong. It is built with a fun Italian style. I think earlier I said Olive Garden chic, which was a little flippant of me. It's not quite genuine, but it has that, like, what do you picture of something classy Italiano, and it's got that. In the Lido deck, in the Grand Canal restaurant, which I got a couple of photos of, has the gondola in there and such. It's a little different from ships that are made for Carnival first. The two that I've noticed is the central atrium doesn't go all the way up. In the Asian market, I think that they prefer more shopping space. So I think that there were a lot more like boutiques and shops and stuff up through there. The atrium only goes through levels, through decks 3, 4, and 5. But there's also no Eye of Sauron.
Well, if you look at all the lights around us, they all look like eyeballs.
And there are so many of them. We're on deck 3 right now. This atrium goes up to deck 12. Whoosh. It's a lot of eyeballs. There was a lot of that on the Carnival Magic. And part of that too is that, like, I guess in the Asian market, it's not as much about like swimming and such on the boat, and like lounging around. So the Lido deck is a lot smaller, and the Lido pool is about the same size as like the aft pool. If anything, this pool is a little bigger than the one on the Lido deck. So there's other differences and such as well. I really like the decor for this. It's as much as I was a little flippant about it, I really like it. But yeah. So now it is 9 o'clock. and I am going to continue reading Witch King by Martha Wells, which I'm getting close to the end of. I don't think I'm going to have a whole lot of like reading recommendation type stuff, but you know, whatever. Steph read the first Murderbot novella by Martha Wells as kind of like her first one, so now she's on to a series from Margaret Weiss. So anyway, I'm going to go read now. So I will see you tomorrow when we are docked at St. John's, New Brunswick.
Mm-hmm.